I did not have time to do a thumbnail. Okay. These influencers put these obnoxious crackhead fucking thumbnails. It's like, you guys are adults, man. How do you have time to design all that shit? But I guess it's their craft. It's what they do. I spend 10, 11 hours a day recording music. So, anyways, I had a sale come through, an expedition, and it's something that I thought fell through, and it's the buyer circled back, decided to move forward. Buying a vehicle is the second biggest purchase in most people's lives, and so it's $100,000 vehicle. So, anyways, I just wanted to come live real quick because Dolly Parton is so a coat of many colors. That song brings me to tears. It's so beautiful, the lyrics and the story behind it. It's so heartfelt. We don't really have music like that anymore. Like, I'm sorry, I don't think there's been really any good music in the last 30 years. Not even like grimy, edgy music. Just none of it. Tim Curry. Tim Curry's an incredible actor. One of the best. 80s, 90s. He was in so much. He was an amazing actor. He passed, and who else was it? Hayden? Is that the girl that... Anyways, they say death comes in threes. Hey, what's up, Nathan? Good to see you back. Oh yeah, I remember you. I'm doing good. I was just, talking about Dolly Parton, Tim Curry. These are just, wow, really sad. My condolences to the family. I was thinking about, I was just saying I have to leave in like 2 minutes because I'm selling an expedition today. I'm gonna meet the customer in a few hours, and that's like where my mind is right now. But I just really felt a burning desire. All good. It is, man. It is all good, man. And we have to remember that it's all good. Man, that's one of those like simple sayings, but it's actually really deep. It's all good. I had my coworker told me that up in Portland when I was at ballet, Greek Orthodox coworker. So, anyways, my album drops October 14th. Black Rose. It's an 8-song album. It's available for pre-order. The link is on my Instagram, Trevor Wright. The album is called Black Rose. And I actually just dropped like kind of a little promo video. I don't know if it's considered a promo video because it's just me dancing in my living room, but it's like 90s punk rock. It's kind of like sort of like a sarcastic punk rock song about basically songwriters and rock stars. Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. I like that name, Nathan, because my bass player in my band, Hold Me Like a Gun, my old band, Hold Me Like a Gun, my early 20s, his name was Nathan, and he was like one of the coolest dudes I've ever met in my entire life. Just not only was he an incredible bass player and the best bass player I've ever worked with, he's also really a cool person too. Anyways, he's a math teacher currently. So anyways, album's dropping, and I'm gonna go live maybe later tonight or tomorrow. I was just in California, and I was in Claremont, which is the city I lived in for a while, and when I was in Claremont, it was right before cell phones taking over. So it was right before cell phones, but it was still, obviously after the earlier generations. A lot of musicians, a lot of artists. It's a very much like a hippie kind of like organic town, Claremont, California. It's right at the foothills. Most people don't even know, where Claremont is, even people that were born and raised in California. So, Claremont was a really great town to live in. I lived there when I was 19, 20, 21, 22. So I had like the early adult years in Claremont. You know, not my first job because I started working when I was 17 and I worked in Hollywood and different places, but I worked at a restaurant in Claremont. I worked at a Mexican restaurant. It was an incredible restaurant. But Claremont's like it has a lot of charm. It's a very magical little town in California. And I was just there for 4 days. I was in California. Went to a funeral. My second cousin's grandma passed. She was at all the family events, every family event. I'm 41, so as far back as I could remember. So anyways, I just want to really talk about Claremont. Oh, that's weird because I'm extremely good at math. Very cool. Yeah, nice. I'm not. I'm not good at math, but I respect it. I respect people that could do math on incredible levels. It's in a way kind of, I look at it as also artistic. I don't know why, but anyways, and math is in everything in life, right? The makeup of everything has math. A lot of things, even music. Yeah, math is everywhere. So, anyways, I want to go live and I want to talk. I'm walking around in circles. Why am I walking around in circles? That's crazy. Hold on. Let me flip my phone around. So yeah, I was in California for 4 days, and I feel like I have a lot to say about that. I can't right now. I don't really have time to talk about California right now. But I was in Claremont, California, and I just remember some of the greatest years of my life was in Claremont, and I have a lot of memories I want to go over in a general way. When you go back to a town that you spent your early adult life in, it just brings up all these memories and sort of elements of the feelings you had and your sort of your vibe, back in the day. So I want to talk about Claremont for an entire hour at another live because it is almost noon and I have to get busy with the day. But Claremont was incredible. And a lot of the restaurants, or a lot of the places, like my favorite place is the Press, which was a college restaurant / pub, and not the other way around. No, it was a college restaurant / pub. The Press was incredible. It's just so vibey. Rhino Records, incredible music selection and indie art. A lot of musicians are from Claremont, Ben Harper, Leonard Cohen, spent time in Claremont. There's just a lot of folk. It's very bohemian, and so anyways, Rhino Records isn't there anymore. The Press isn't there anymore. And so it's just, it's changed. It's still, I was just there, 4 days ago. It still has a lot of charm and it's still an incredible town. But it wasn't like how it was 20 years ago. So that was like 20 years ago was the last few years of like the old school Claremont. But if you know, actually I have a few Claremont friends, like Liz, she's on my Facebook. She was my homegirl. There's a lot of us. There's like 100 of us. We all knew each other, just musicians around town and stuff. Anyway, saw my buddy Drew. He's actually still lives in Claremont. there's just a good network, a good community. I'm sure there still is, but especially 20 years ago with people in their early 20s, there's just, and obviously there's 5 colleges. They call them the Pomona colleges, but the Pomona colleges are in Claremont. So to this day, I don't know why they call them the Pomona colleges, and literally all the colleges are in Claremont. So I still haven't figured that one out. But anyways, I usually do go to Claremont when I visit California, and there's a lot of good stores there that are still there, like with a lot of charm and stuff. So, anyways, I gotta wrap it up, but I do want to go live and talk about Claremont. Maybe I'll write some notes or something. So I have specific topics to go over. Anyways, man, have a blessed day. If anybody sees this video after it's discontinued and you watch it later, I encourage you to, if you're in California, check out Claremont. A lot of good restaurants. Folk music store is still there. Incredible music store. Has a lot of world instruments, a lot of stringed instruments, wooden instruments. So, and I think they still do have an open mic. So maybe next time I'm in California, I'll do the open mic. So yeah. Anyways, and CK's is still there. I mean, there's a lot of places still there, but it seemed like the vibe back in the day was like a free for all. Obviously, I mean, we were all 19, 20 years old, so it was happening. It was happening. Okay, so that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the comments, for viewers, and for anybody that subscribes watching this video later. Again, album dropping. Also, I'm dropping a single, Rocksteady. It's reggae music. Rocksteady music is reggae music. There's a lot of different branches for ska, reggae, ska, punk rock. It's kind of all similar genres. But anyway, so I do have a Rocksteady instrumental dropping in 2 weeks, and I'll be promoting that on my Instagram in the next few days. You guys have an awesome day. You guys take care. Have a great one. Thank you, Nathan. Have a good day. All right. All right, very cool. Ginger, she's so sweet. She's like, brother, are you done? Are you done talking yet? Okay. All right, you guys have a great one. Oh, I don't know why I can't. Okay, there we go.